backfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They go play it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Now on second down, this is Gurley. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Dalton trying to fight his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. Stays on his feet. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On second down, here's Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a letdown there. I mean, you figure for a kicker, these are ideal conditions.
Yeah, partner. I mean, this is a relative chip shot. You're in the center of the field. No real wind to speak of.
None.
And this is just a mishit. Cost them 3 points.
On first down, it's Locke. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. But scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decided to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's got time in the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 12 yards to go on third down. They come out here in the eye. Throwing on third down, Locke. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it here with Smith. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Luck, letting one go deep for the end zone. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Penalty marker is down here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Oh, Charles, that ball didn't go 10 yards. That's why the flag comes out here.
And you know they changed the rule a few years ago, Brandon. Now you only get that one shot as a kicking team to get it right. Now the receiving team will just possess the football.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some muscle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brandon Cooks, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Dalton to throw for. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And there's a flag on the field. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On the carry, here's Smith. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck flush to his right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Over the middle here to Coates. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
An extra quarter on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Now they go screen. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So an interesting call there to take the three. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And they'll go on the ground. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Love. He finds Coates complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now a first down following that long gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's countering.
He's got a man complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Kelce out in the slot right. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Throwing now, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately,